Changing your strings correctly is one of the most important skills to have if you wish to ensure good maintenance of your bass. This is where some of the more inexperienced players can go wrong and cause detrimental change and sometimes damage to their instrument. The process itself is fairly straightforward and easy to follow, but essential to the good repair of the bass. Step 1. Unpack your new strings and arrange them in a gauge order in front of you, remembering which is which. Be certain that you are using brand new strings and not previously used sort of hand-me-downs. This will ensure the longevity of the strings. Old strings tend to snap quicker and sound duller in general. Never boil your strings. Don't be a massive cheapskate. Boiling your strings means that you would have to take them all off at once, and this will relieve tension on the neck for a prolonged period of time. The myth of boiling your strings may indeed remove a lot of the dirt and dry skin and grease from them, but will not prolong the life of them in any way. Step 2. Position your bass comfortably. Position the bass somewhere that you find most comfortable as to be able to reach both the bridge end and the tuning pegs on the bass at the same time. Some players lay the bass on a table or work surface, whilst others stand the bass on the floor between their feet with the neck pointing upwards. Step 3. Remove one string only. Maybe start with the E string or low B on a 5 strings, such as I'm doing in this video. Remove it by unwinding or loosening the string via the tuning peg. Once unwound, pull the string through the bridge mechanism and completely remove it from the bass. Step 4. Clean the fretboard. Using Fast Fret or another music retailer recommended cleaning product that you may have, clean the fretboard beneath where the string has just been removed. This again will prolong the life of the wood. Then, wipe away any excess cleaning product from the fretboard before continuing. Step 5. Replace the string. With the new string in hand, direct the end to be wound onto the tuning peg through the bridge and pull all slack through until the ball end touches the bridge, roughly in position of where it should be. With the opposite end of the string, pull it tight down the length of the neck until it goes past the relevant tuning peg. At approximately 3 inches where the string has surpassed the tuning peg, cut off any excess string using wire cutters. Do be careful here. This should allow you just enough string to get 2 to 3 winds of the string around the tuning peg once fully tightened, meaning that it will be secure. Position the end of the string into the tuning peg hole groove and wind it on until it becomes taut. Step 6. Tune up the string. Use the other strings that are still on the bass as a reference point for the tuning of the string. When you are approaching the correct tautness and pitch of the string, use your tuner to tune the string 1 semitone higher than the pitch that the string should be. This will help the string to stretch and settle in more quickly. For example, an E string should be wound to the pitch of an F. Be aware of tension. Once you have replaced the string on the E or the low B on a 5 string, in order to keep the tension balanced during this process, the next string to be removed should be the opposite. In most cases, this would then be the G string. Repeat steps 3 to 6 for the G, then the A string, and then the D string. If you use a 5 string bass, then the string should be changed in the order of B, G, E, D, and finally A. Keep a secure tension on the neck throughout this process, as it is essential to stop any drastic movement in the neck or bowing, which can later cause more issues with regards to the setup of the instrument. Step 8. Tune up. Once all the strings have been changed successfully, you'll need to retune your bass, to the correct tuning this time. Do not worry if at this point you notice that the strings have already dropped in pitch since you replaced them. This is quite normal, as the strings would have had a small amount of time to stretch. Step 9. Let the bass settle in. You need to leave it for a few hours to allow the strings to stretch, and then you can finally tune up again, and then you can start playing. Some players may suggest to really overtune or overstretch the strings to force them to settle in. This can actually cause erratic tuning issues later on, so especially just allow them to settle over a period of time, overnight is preferable.